Hello everyone,
Hello.
welcome to Britzone. Hello Kak Marco. Hello Kak Mutiara. Hello Kak Reza. Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing well today. So while waiting for the other participants, I want to talk to some of you. Hello Britzoners. Hello, welcome to our Tuesday class. And also hello to all the participants in our YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us today. So before we start the class, I want to talk to some of you. If you don't mind, could you please turn on your videos, guys? Okay, so I want to say hi to Kak Mulyani Rindi. Hi, Kak Mulyani. Could you unmute yourself? Hello, Kak. Okay, maybe Kak Mulyani is not available. Hello, Kak Reza.
Hello.
Hello, Kak Reza. How are you, Kak? How was your day today?
Fine.
Hello.
Okay, Kak Mulyani. Hello. Yes, Kak Reza.
Hello.
Fine, and yeah, I have a great day today. Thank you for asking.
Thank you, Kak. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you enjoy today's class. Hello, Kak Mulyani. Sorry.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm able today. Thank you for asking us.
Thank you, Kak. How was your day, Kak?
Yes, I'm proud to first join this class.
Oh, it's your first time. Welcome to Britzone, Kak Mulyani. I hope you will enjoy the class. How did you know about Britzone, Kak Mulyani?
Thank you.
How did you know about Britzone, Kak? Did you know from our Instagram?
I know for Instagram and YouTube.
Okay, thank you so much, Kak. I hope you will enjoy the class. And I also see Kak Christella Cindy. Hello, Kak Christella Cindy. It's great to see you again in our class today.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How about you, Kak?
I'm doing good.
Wow, thank you so much. And by the way, Kak Christella Cindy used to be our speaker in Britzone. She was such an amazing speaker. Thank you for coming back to Britzone. It's great to have you in our class again, Kak Christella Cindy. And then I will say hi to Kak Tiara. Hi, Kak Tiara. Are you here?
Hello. Yes.
Hello,
Hi.
Kak.
Hello. I'm Tiara. I'm sorry.
Nice to
I'm
meet
still
you.
joining. I'm on the way. I'm
Oh.
sorry, but I still want to join the class. Is it okay?
Oh, it's okay, Kak. Take care, Kak, and I hope you enjoy the class today. And okay, guys, I think most of the participants have come to the class. So before we start our class today, I want to share some information about Britzone. Let me share the screen. Okay, have you seen the screen, everyone? Have you seen the screen, guys?
Still loading. Not yet.
Not yet. It's not showing yet.
You're on progress.
What about now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, it's
thank
showing
you.
now.
Thank you for responding, guys. Okay, welcome everyone. Once again, I want to say hi to all the amazing Britzoners for coming to our class today. Before I start the class, I want to introduce myself. I'm Amanda, and today I will be your MC. So before we start the class, I want to introduce about Britzone. What is actually Britzone English Club? Britzone is a speaking community. If you guys want to improve your English skills, make new friends, and get new knowledge, you can join our class. It's totally free, and everyone in Britzone can join our class regardless their countries, their nationalities, their backgrounds. Everyone is welcome to participate in our class. We have 3 classes every week. The first one is Britzone Speaking Academy or Britzone Tuesday class. It starts at 7 p.m. and this class is mainly about public speaking, such as speech, debate, interview, and etc. Second, we have Britzone Wednesday class or Britzone English Betterment series, and it also starts at 7 p.m. This class focuses on the 4 skills of English, including listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And lastly, we have Britzone Saturday class or Britzone Fun Day class. It's a fun class. If you want to learn and practice English in a fun way, then you can join Britzone Fun Day class every Saturday at 11 a.m. Just to get more information about our programs or our events and classes, please stay tuned on our social media. You may follow our Instagram at Britzone ID. And also, if you want to join our class through YouTube, and if you cannot join our class, but you still want to watch it, you can watch our videos on our YouTube channel, Britzone English Community. We also have our Twitter at Britzone ID, and we are on Clubhouse, Britzone English Community. We have a website, www.britzone.id. And lastly, if you want to listen to our podcast on Spotify, you can search it at Britzone's podcast. We have inspiring stories about learning English and many others. As a nonprofit organization, we need your support to run this community. If you want to support us, you may buy our merchandise. We have cool merchandise like t-shirts, a sticker pack, tote bags, notebooks, and etc. If you want to know more about our merchandise, you may contact us at our Instagram at Britzone Merch or our Shopee Britzone Merch and the number on this screen, the contact person. We are proudly sponsored by the Library of the Education and Culture Ministry or Perpustakaan Dikbud. You can become the members of the library to access various book and audio collections. At the end of the class, we will have some traditions like taking pictures. So don't forget to turn on your videos and give your best smiles. And please don't forget to give us your feedback. We will share the feedback to the WhatsApp group so we can improve our next classes. Thank you guys. That was the announcement. Thank you so much for listening. I will stop sharing the screen. So that was the announcement about Britzone. I believe you guys are already excited about our class tonight. So let's move on to the next agenda. We will have a webinar or presentation from our speaker. He is Kak Eko Kusumo. Kak Eko will deliver his presentation about designing or organizing our personal events. A little bit about Kak Koko. Kak Koko has been working as an event consultant for more than 15 years. So he has been well experienced with organizing various events. Without any further ado, I would like to introduce you to our conductor or our speaker tonight. Kak Koko, the screen is yours. Hello, Kak Koko.
Hello, Amanda. Thank you so much for the introduction. Okay, guys, how are you? Hello, everyone.
Hello.
You can open your mic and say hello. Okay, good. Okay, this is one thing. Doing webinar, sometimes when you say hi and then you don't open your mic or you forget to open your mic and you say hi and I cannot listen to you. Okay, so what happened is if I ask you a question, you just can freely answer it. Okay, so just make it as if we're in front of each other's in one room. Okay, before I start, actually I will share my screen first. Oh, oops. It's okay if you see my next slide. Okay, so you can see my slide right now.
Yeah, sure.
Everyone, can you see my slide clearly? Okay.
Yes.
Everyone? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. I picked this view. This is presenter view, so I don't mind. You can see my next pages because in here, I also want to share with you how to do road mapping. So to make everything simple in your life. So one thing that correlate with my jobs is actually doing an event. So just like Amanda said, that I've been doing corporate event for 15 years. So actually doing event is like my everyday jobs. So I have one questions. When you heard event, what comes into your mind?
Party,
You can say
probably.
one word.
Weddings,
Say it again.
weddings,
Okay.
Yeah,
Weddings. Okay, good.
party.
What else?
Party.
Party. Okay, very good.
Hectic.
Planning.
Say it again. Say it
Meeting.
again.
Hectic.
Meetings. Very good.
Mhm.
Birthday party. Right. So anyone in here already married? Even your engagement party. If you have children, anyone in here having children? Even your children's sunatan or your children's akikah. Okay, so, well, actually, before when you heard an event, what happened is, what comes into your mind is about something very big, like something held in ballrooms, concert hall, like concert, product launching, etc. Right? But actually, during your own life, in your personal life, in your everyday life, you actually have a lot of events, and you cannot always hire an event organizer in your private events, like even your birthday party. When you want to have birthday party at home with 15 or 20 invitation, your colleague or your friends or your siblings, do you need an EO? I don't think so. You will not want to pay an EO, right? Okay. How about open house during Lebaran or open house during Christmas? Do you need an EO for that?
No.
No, of course. Okay. No, right? So actually, you have to handle it yourself. So I think being an event organizer, the basic knowledge of being event organizer has to be owned by everyone, because during our own life, we will meet a lot of events. Okay, before I go to my next slides, I will introduce myself first. So actually, I've been working 15 years in corporate events, and before that, actually, I do something else. I do more to media and broadcasting, and then you can read in my slides. So I usually work for malls. So my clients are mostly malls. So any one of you, I want you to say your favorite malls. Just mention your favorite malls.
Plaza
Grand
Indonesia.
Indonesia, Plaza Indonesia, okay.
Senayan
Grand
City.
Indonesia,
Pondok Indah Mall.
okay, good.
Senayan City.
Anybody else?
Plaza Indonesia.
Senayan City, okay. Plaza Indonesia, Ion. Say it again.
Kelapa Gading.
Kelapa Gading, okay.
Bandung City.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you so much for answering my questions. So everyone has their own favorite malls. So when you go to the malls during Christmas or during Idul Fitri or during a school holiday or during Valentine's, there's always something in the atrium, right? There is always events. So actually that's the kind of events that I'm doing. instead of something like corporate in the ballroom. But if it's in the ballroom, you cannot see. But inside the mall, of course, you can see. So actually, that's the kind of job I do. But actually, during my personal life, like my siblings, they will ask me for help. Can you help me for doing our wedding or for our engagement party or even for our kids sunatan? So actually, there are a lot of events they're asking me for help. So even big or small is still an event. Okay. So this is I show you. So this is some pictures. You can see some familiar faces. So in the first picture, do you know the celebrity's name? Anyone knows?
Maudi Kusnaedi.
Very good. How about the second one?
Since I'm old.
It shows your age, yeah. How about the second one?
Roger Danuarta.
Yes, that's Roger Danwarta. Okay. How about the one above? Don't worry, I also don't remember her name
Iris
and his
Bella.
name.
No artist.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that Mona
No,
Ratuliu?
it's not Iris Bella. Is it Iris Bella? I don't remember, but there are celebrity. But the birthday party, I took it from Google. So in here, this is birthday party, sunatan, engagement party, and akikah. The picture looks like it's something like a big event, but actually, if you read the words, it's your daily events. It's that event that can happen in your life, right? If you're still single, maybe you want to do birthday party, maybe in a restaurant or maybe at home, just inviting several guests, right? Especially during pandemic. You want to be personal, you cannot invite a lot of people, so you make it very personal. And also sunatan, if you have children, if you have a boy, you have to do sunatan for him. Okay, and also akikah, if you just have children who will have engagement party. Okay, so this is like some events that happens in our life that, want it or not, you have to handle it by yourself. Okay, so I'll show you this slide, and actually I will let you to read a little bit. Okay, so how many steps you can see in these slides? Anyone? Open your mic, just answer. How many steps inside these slides? 1, 2, 3,
Is it
4,
10 there?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very good.
It's
10. 10 steps. So, okay. The title of the slide is How to Plan an Event. So there are 10 steps for it. Do you think it's a lot of steps?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Is it a lot?
I think
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So this is like actually the real roadmap of doing an event. Like if you're talking this inside the class or inside the meeting room, inside if you work for an EO or for marketing communication in your company, you're actually taking these steps, right? Before you do an event. But actually today I'm going to simplify this 10. Okay, I will ask you how many steps I'm going to simplify this.
5.
3. Okay. Okay, very good. 5. Next guess.
3.
Okay. Okay, very good. Actually, you can see.
1.
4 maybe.
Okay, I will show you. Is it 3 good enough? From 10 to be 3, is it good enough? Well, I think it's simple enough,
Yes.
yeah? If you have 10 steps and then somebody came to you, I'll make your life easier. I'll make it only 3 steps. Okay? Because what happened is, I believe some of you is actually ever do your own birthday party. Is it maybe at home or maybe in restaurant? You invite several guests like your friends or your siblings, your colleagues, right? So sometimes when you have to handle an event by yourself, what came into your mind? It's complicated. It's a lot of jobs. I really need helps, right? Okay, so actually, you don't have to be confused. So we can make this as a simple steps like 1, 2, 3. So what happened in here, because I've done this for 15 years, what happened is because I'm a bit lazy, so I try to simplify my life. I try to simplify my job. So what happened is when I have to explain to my team, or if I have to explain to myself, I make the 10 steps into like 3 steps. So every time I have an event, it can be in weekly basis or even in 2 weekly basis, monthly basis. I don't get stressed out because I simplify this only to 3 steps. Do you want to know what is these 3 steps?
Sure.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay, let's
Yes.
go. So actually in here, I make it 3, 2, 1, not 1, 2, 3. Because when you do countdown, you get more excited when you count backward, right? 3, 2. So actually, this is also happening when we're preparing an event. When it's on the third steps, well, we can say, well, we still have 2 months. We still have 3 months. So take it easy. We still have a lot of time. So, and then when we go to the second steps, we still have 1 month left. So, okay, we can do it later. And then when by the time you're counting into the first step, and then you're becoming like very nervous. So actually, this is also happens when you do an event. But what happened is we have to know that this is also the excitement, okay? Because you have to do your own event, like wedding, engagement party is your own event. You have to be very excited about your own event. It's not somebody else's event, right? Okay. So I will share you the third one. What you have to prepare? The third one is the show. People will ask me, Eko, why do you put the show at the beginning? The show is at the last. It's like the D-Day. The show is the D-Day. But what happened is if you don't picture yourself what kind of event you want to have, you will not know the preparations. So what happened is you have to put it backwards. What kind of event do you want to have? Okay, for example, yeah. For example, last night I just have a grand launch party. So I asked my clients, what kind of grand launch do you want? Is it like usual grand launch in the ballrooms with round tables and people see a singer on the stage and then see unveiling the product, something like that? And then my client said, because my guest is influencers. Okay, you know influencers, right? It's celebgram. Okay, so okay, you have to picture this. if you invite usual guests, what they do is they only watch. But if you invite influencers, what they do, they want to have a very good content, because they will video, they will take pictures, and they will upload to their Instagram or their YouTube, right? That's right. Okay. So what happened if you throw a party and the party looks like just the other party? It's just like the other grand launch. And then the influencer said, well, it's not unique. It doesn't good for my content. They will refuse to video or to take pictures and to upload. So that's what happened. So this is the challenge. The client said, my guests will be influencers. So what they will need is actually good content. So what happened is we try to find a different venue. So everyone knows planetarium, like Bosca, or anyone in here has ever come to Dome in Senayan Park? Dome in Senayan Park. Anyone? Okay. So actually, product launching usually done in ballroom. But what happened is we're trying to do it inside a dome. So dome is like half round buildings, and then we can project the video to the sky. So when they're inside the building, they can feel that they're having the grand launch in open sky, because they can see the projection, the mapping to the above the building. So actually what happened when the influencers come, they are very excited, because what they usually do, they just do video to the stage in front of them. But what happened is they can do it 360. So they can do it up and in front, left, right, and back. So all of them are mapping. All of them are pictures for them. And it's all moving objects. It's moving pictures. So actually they're very excited, and it's becoming a very good content. Okay. So that's why that's just an example why we talk about the show first. So you have to imagine what kind of wedding, what kind of engagement party, what kind of birthday party you want to have. It's like maybe the theme of the color theme, like you want pink, you want blue, or you want purple, things like that. Or even if you want to thematic party, like pirates, or you want to have nature, jungles, you have to make sure you have to choose in the beginning. Okay. So this is what I told you. Sorry, I'm a bit late showing it. So this is the show that you have to prepare when you want to do your own event. Okay, for instance, your birthday party. Okay, if you have a birthday party, the first thing you have to do is you make a rundown. So rundown is like, it's like very easy thing. Like, okay, it's opening, and then the MC will say hi, and then MC will say, okay, today's program is this and this and that, and then the speech, okay, maybe speech from your parents or from you or from your someone special. Okay, things like that. It's called rundown. So if you have to make sure what you want to do inside your own party. Okay. If you already have the rundown, what you have to do? What you have to do is you have the technical meeting. So this is a very important thing when you need to do an event. Usually people do technical meeting one week before events. Okay. So what happened during the technical meeting is you invite all of your teams, like it maybe the performer, maybe your parents, if you want to invite your parents or your friends who actually will be in the team to prepare your birthday party, and then you invite the band, etc. What you have to do inside the technical meeting is the band, I want you to play 6 songs. Okay, the song is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I want this song, and this song. You have to explain it in this technical meeting. So this is what we call technical meeting. Why we have to do it 1 week before event? Because usually after, so they have 1 week to prepare. If you do it like 3 days or 2 days before event, you will not finish anything that you will prepare in 2 days, right? So it's better do it 1 week before event. So usually what you have to do next is the grand rehearsal. If you have a quite big event like in the ballroom, you would do grand rehearsal. This is grand rehearsal. Usually you have to try the stage. The stage is ready like 1 day before event. And then also, if you have a lot of content, what you can break down is I will help you in this breakdown. It's the main event, like the procession of tube lilin. If you have birthday party, of course. If you have product grand launch, then you have to refill the product, etc. And then of course you have to pick your MC, and usually MC hold like a little cue cards. So the cue cards is actually you have to prepare, or if you already pick your friends to be the MC, just ask them to prepare a little cue cards. And then of course the entertainment. What kind of entertainment you want to have? You want to have singer, you have to have band, magician, dancer, or comedian. And then, of course, you need to have games and door prize. Okay, if you have any questions, I will put all the question and answer at the last part of this, okay? How many minutes I still have, Amanda? Do I have still 10
I still
minutes?
have 10 minutes, yes.
Okay, very good. I'm on time, I think. So the second part is production. So if you see this slide, production, it means preparation. So what happened is if you already talk about the show itself, then you have to do production. Okay, I will break this down so you don't get confused. Production comes from the verb produce. Okay, so in here is anything that you have to produce. Okay, it's stage. You have to produce stage, right? Okay, if I ask you how long usually we have to produce a stage, 1 week, 2 weeks? Anyone can help to answer? Do you think how long a stage has to be produced? 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month?
It depends on the venue.
A week?
Yes, it depends. If it's very big, it could take 2 weeks. It could take a week. Or if it's small, it could be 3 days or 5 days. So, okay. So, you know, you are on the same page with me. Yeah. So in here, in the second stage is produce. So in here, this is anything that you have to produce. Yeah, just it cannot be like, okay, I decide to have like this kind of stage and then suddenly it appears during my event. No, what happened is you have to order 1 week or 2 weeks before. You have to produce, you have to prepare. So in this second steps is actually this is like the production steps. Production might sounds sophisticated, yeah, but actually this is very easy. This is just produce. Kalau bahasa Indonesia, this is something yang dibikin. Okay, sorry, I use a little bit Indonesian. So this is stage and backdrop, decoration and flowers. Okay, so during this time when you have event, you have gates, you have photo booth because everyone want to take pictures, right? Of course, you have to decide. They want to go lesehan, they will sit on the floor, or maybe you will prepare table and chairs. And then of course, you need to have registration table, sound system lighting, because you give door prize and etc. You need to prepare for merchandise and goodie bag. And of course, if you have event, they have to eat, right? So you have to order catering or F&B. And the last, and actually this is the most important, you have to send invitation. But don't worry during this time because of the pandemic, because it's getting very modern. Before we have to print the invitation. Right now we can send like e-invitation, right? It's very easy. You can send it through WhatsApp, or there is application in internet actually. So you can do like RSVP online, like Linktree, etc. Okay, the last one is if you have to handle your own event. Okay, I will ask you questions, guys. Birthday party, who will you will ask to be in your team? Your friends, right?
It's only friends.
Your siblings, right? Your
Your neighbor.
colleagues,
My sister.
right?
My aunt.
Your sister, very good. Your aunt, your uncle, your brothers. Okay. Okay, so this is to give you an idea. You don't have to hire people. You can ask help from your closest people around you, your friend, your siblings, okay, your colleagues. So I will help you what kind. So actually, if you have event, you actually have to plot. You have to plot, okay, hey brothers, why don't you do the show coordinator? Hey sister, why don't you do the invitation? Okay, so I will break this down. If you have the team, you can ask them what they do. Okay, so what happened is you can, if you have to do your own event at home, like small events, like I said, birthday party, engagement party, or wedding party at home with limited guests. This is like the checklist, a team that you have to make. Okay, first is the show coordinator. You remember the first part that I call the third step, show. So the show coordinator is actually has to organize, to organize the band, to organize the singer, to organize the MC. So he has to make sure that during the show itself that all the MC already come on time, the singer is already ready with the playlist, and the band is already exercised and trained with the song, familiar with the song, like that. So that's called show coordinator. And then of course, what is the most important also, guest or invitation. If you want to have event, you will invite your friends, 20 or 50 or 100. It's very important to contact them. How to contact them? Through emails, through WhatsApp, or through their address, sending invitation. You know, it's not an easy task. There has to be someone who has to do invitation. Okay, and then the second part, I'm talking about production, right? So someone has to order the stage. Don't worry, you can tell your friend, okay, you don't have to make the stage by yourself. What you have to do is finding the vendor, and then you can order them, checking the price. For instance, yeah, for production coordinator, for the catering, what kind of food do you want? Indonesian food, European food, intercontinental food, or snacks. What do you want? So what you have to do is just you browse through Google and then finding the vendor, and then order. Is it the do you like this food? Do you like this menu? Or the most important thing, are you okay with the price? That's the most important thing. So just tell your friends, you don't have to do it by yourself. Just order it, okay? Because somebody is going to pay, which is you. Okay, so in here also F&B coordinator, and then if you invite a lot of people, then you have to make sure that that there is someone who handle the parking and security. And also during the social media era, you have to take pictures or even video. So if you want to be inside the frame, so it means you need to have somebody else to take pictures, right? So never think that you are the one who's going to take pictures, who will take the Insta story, etc. Okay, because you will be inside the pictures or video. So assign somebody else to do it. Okay, I think this is from me, Amanda, and all. Thank you so much for listening to my explanation today. So what happened is I have a wonderful facilitator in here already ready for you. And I want all of you to try to, there's nothing wrong or right about what you're going to speak. Just mention your opinion, okay? Just talk about your opinion. And this is some guidance that you can use. Okay, Amanda, back to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Kak Koko, for sharing your insight and knowledge about how to organize our personal events. So, Kak Koko, you may stop the share screen. Could you please stop the share screen, because we are going to have a photo session. So after this, we are going to take pictures, and then we're going to have a Q&A session. So if you don't mind, could you please turn on your videos, guys? Thank you so much for turning on your cameras. Okay, host, can you help us to take the photos?
All right, sure. Let me let you click some pictures. We are going to have 3 pages here, and please don't texting anything, because your text will appear on the screen. So please make sure about that just for a while. Wait a minute. All right. We are going to take the first picture in the first page. Turn on your camera and keep smiling. Cheers. All right, wait a minute. Second page. All right, keep smiling, everyone. Cheers. All right, great. Hold on. Will be the last page here. Page 3. Keep smiling and please open your camera. 1, 2, 3, cheers. All right. Thank you so much. And back to you, Amanda.
Thank you, Kak Beverly, for helping us to take the photos. So the next session is Q&A session. If you have questions to Kak Koko, you may raise your hands and unmute yourself. Due to the limited time, we only accept 3 questions. My apologize. Is there any question for Kak Koko? 3 questions only. Go ahead, guys. If you have any questions, if you want to ask something, if you're curious about how to organize an event, you may ask to Kak Koko. Any questions, everyone? 3 questions, maybe? Kak Christella, Cindy,
Don't be
perhaps?
afraid. You may raise your hand if you want anything.
Mas Eko, I would like to ask something about
Yes,
organizing
Cindy.
event. Yes. Probably this is about brainstorming the idea. Like at the beginning, you said that you need to think about the show, like what kind of show that you want. But if you haven't had any specific ideas about what kind of show, you only have the general idea. Oh, I want it to be grand, but I don't know what kind of specific grand that I want. Then how are you going to brainstorm the ideas to have this specific one? Yeah, I think that's all, Mas.
Thank you, Cindy. Amanda, can I just answer real quick, and then we go to the second one and the third one if there is. Okay.
Sure, Kak.
Cindy, thank you so much for giving a very good questions. I think it's very good questions. Everybody is just confused. If they know that they need to have birthday party, they need to have engagement party, they need to have even weddings. But when they're being asked, what kind of wedding or what kind of theme do you want? And then they're just getting really confused. Okay, so during nowadays, it's not just like before. People have to find reference really hard. They have to ask, they have to use event organizer. What you have to do, just Google it. Okay, just Google it, like theme of birthday party, theme of wedding party, and then you can find a lot of pictures or images. You can even you can choose even the wildest theme from Google's. There you will find ideas. Okay, so actually I can go this far. Like some people, maybe you remember there is one celebrity who's doing a birthday party, 40th birthday party in a ballroom using high school uniform. Yes, of course you remember that. So actually there are wild ideas. Like some people can do jungles, some people can do like you say, Cindy wants like something grand. Okay, grand, you want like grand modern, or maybe a grand Victorian, like something like that. So there are a lot of possibilities nowadays. There are a lot of reference. What you have to do is just Google it and then just pick one. And then if you need to brainstorm with your team, then you can pick the pictures and then you can show them, okay, this is the kind of party I want. I want the costume like this. I want the color like this. I want the stage like this. I want the food like this. So nowadays it's very easy. Does it explain your questions, Cindy?
Yes, thank you so much, Mas.
Thank you for the question, Cindy. Okay,
Thank you.
I somebody,
Okay.
Mutiara just raised.
Oh, hi, can you hear my voice? Oh yeah, I would like to ask, what was your worst experience in organizing an event or any events that you have created before, and how do you handle that? That's my question. Maybe you can share a little bit about your previous working experience. Thank you.
Okay, so because I know this is on YouTube, so I have to be really careful because I'm afraid some party will get offended. Okay, but I will answer your question. It's very good questions, Mutiara. Thank you for asking. So the worst experience is actually, I think nowadays, to get uh worst master of ceremony or MC. Okay, maybe you will you will be confused with my statement, but I will explain it to you. So it just like happened like several weeks ago. So what happened is my clients came to my company and then said, okay, I want to have this product launching, but I want the MC to be this and this and this and this. So they will name a celebrity or influencer or celebgram. Yes, they will mention. But what happened is the name that he mentioned or she mentioned is actually not experienced in doing MC. Meanwhile, MC, I think in every event is a very crucial because he has to like remind everybody, okay, after this, you sing. After this, you do magic. After this, you do door prize. What can you imagine if the MC forgetting everything? Even you already have cue cards, but he forget everything or she forget everything. So I think the worst experience is, but we have to handle it because sometimes the clients will never, they don't want no as an answer because sometimes celebgram is very important for them for their publication, etc. So what we have to do is actually do a lot of preparation, we do a lot of readings, we do a lot of we call it gladiresik, but in English we call it grand rehearsal. So what we have to do is, okay, you stand on the stage and then you pretend that this is the show and we will run the show 1 second or third times until he or she understand, okay, I'm being confident doing the event because I already understand how to do it. So actually, we have to train them with the grand rehearsal. I hope that answer your question, Mutiara. Okay, next we have Nugroho. Amanda.
Sure. May I start to ask the question? Am I audible?
Yes, Kak. Loud and clear.
All right. So, Kak Koga, I just want to ask about your personal opinion. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like everyone someday want to get married, want to have another big party. So, which one is your best suggestion? Should we have a different vendors in every PIC, or your suggestion would like to take just one package in the same vendors for all the PICs? Which one is the best?
Okay, very good questions. I will not speculate that you're going to get married. Okay, but for everyone who's because I know that a lot of people actually prepare for their own wedding, and I know wedding is, some people will say, headache because you actually have to be on the stage. Okay, you have to be on the stage Meanwhile, there are a lot of wedding organizers, because what happened is, if you're the star of the show, if you have to be on the stage all the time, you can be also at the same time doing the organizers. So actually, if you decide to have proper weddings, I suggest you to have a wedding organizer, or people call it WO, because what happened is you will eliminate the headache, because in your, I mean, you only married once. Everybody wants to marry once, of course, right? So you want that to be memorable. You don't want to remember 10 years from now, 20 years from now, headache preparing my wedding. You don't want to have that kind of memory, right? Okay. So what happened is, just have one someone that you really trust, maybe a friend of yours who's actually a wedding organizer. So you can actually talk just like to your friends. Okay, I want to have this kind of weddings. I want to be personal. I want to have this kind of theme. So it's very easy if the wedding organizer is your friends. And it's very easy if you just talk to one person, because some couples are trying to handle by themselves. Like, okay, I will order the catering from this, and then I will order my stay from this. So you actually have to talk to several people. So can you imagine, you have to do weddings by yourself, and then you have to talk to several vendors. How tiring is that? So what happened if you only have one wedding organizer and it's your friend? You can talk to them. Okay, I want this kind of food. I want this kind of backdrop. I want this kind of costume. I want this kind of color for my siblings, for their kebaya, etc. So you just only have to talk to one person. Give the headache to him, and then you can enjoy being on the stage. I hope that answered your question, Nugroho.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you so much for the questions, and thank you, Kak Koko, for answering the questions comprehensively. So let's move on to the next session. We still have one more important session, and this is the chance for you to practice your English. We are going to have a breakout room or focus group discussion. You will be divided into some small groups, and you will be accompanied by our facilitators. As you may have seen on the screen, there are some facil. They will help you with the discussion. So please accept the breakout room invitation and enjoy the discussion, everyone. See you in the next 25 minutes. After the discussion, please don't leave. We still have one more session, which is the representative session. See you guys. Enjoy the discussion. Okay. See you, everyone. Please join the breakout room, guys. Okay, please join. Thank you so much. Okay, maybe while waiting for the others, I will share the screen. Can you guys see the screen now?
It's still loading, Manda.
It's still loading.
Blank. Yeah, right.
Okay, what about
All right.
now? Okay, thank you so much, Kak Bev. And also, thanks a lot, Kak Coco. That was a great presentation. And also, I love your sharing. You mentioned a lot of important aspects about how to organize an event. That was awesome. So yeah, let's start the discussion. We're also live on YouTube. And maybe Kak Tiara or Kak Dwi, if you want to join the discussion, feel free to join us in the main room. So yeah, maybe we can start from the first question. Of course, have you ever handled an event by yourself? Maybe Kak Coco, I know you have a lot of experience
Yes.
about handling an event. What do you think, Kak? Okay, Kak Coco?
Well, I think I will give to maybe Beverly.
Okay.
I was
Beverly,
about
why
to
don't you start?
I was about to ask you the most memorable one actually. All right, so with as the last. All right, number one, if you ever handled an event, of course not by my own self, but of course in a team. Quite often because I've been working for an international company and we have like annual events or projects, and sometimes we do inviting or working together with agencies. Therefore, I'm pretty familiar with what kind of Kakao has been done because normally when we run the events, we get on with some agencies to run our sessions, our projects, or even smoothly, such as the car exhibition or even like dealers meeting.
Thank you, Kak Bev. What was the, is that a conference? Was it a conference?
It's kind of rewards to our branches and also to launch new products.
I see, product launching. What do you think, Kak
Product
Coco?
launch. Well, I think corporate or offices, just companies like Beverly, where she works, do a lot of product launching. If actually the core of their work is actually relate to a product, and many companies are actually having product to sales. Like, yeah, most company have product to sales. They can sell food, they can sell vehicles, they can sell anything. So from time to time they have new stuff, they have new things, new gadgets, so they have to launch it to the community, to the people. They have to communicate it. What happened is the way they communicate it is through an event. So that's why company do a lot of product launching, right, Beverly?
Yeah, right. And it takes time.
So are you working in the events team or marketing communication team, or in other teams?
Depends upon the delegation because we are working together and we will be divided into some groups, like maybe working to handle like the events or even because I've been under marketing department, so I handle most like how to prepare products, of course, and also the events and who the persons we are going to invite to be the representative or even to say something about our products like that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That sounds
Yeah,
interesting, Kak Bev.
sometimes when you sell product, yes, that's very interesting. Sometimes when you sell a product, you cannot talk by yourself. You have to have like speakers or experts to talk about your product. Oh, this product is good, you should use it. But if you sell your own thing, people will not believe you. because you're the owner. You have to have someone saying it, the expert. Or nowadays, people use influencers or KOL, key uh, uh, key opinion leaders. So what happened is they they use the stuff, they use the product, and they do the testimonial through their social media. And then they will say, oh, this product, this makes me feel better, make me, if they use skincares, okay, this product makes me my skin looks brighter, etc., things like that. People tend to trust better if somebody else do testimonial for your product, not you're doing yourself.
Great point, Kak Koko. Thank you so much, Kak Koko, Kak Bev. I want to ask our member here. We have Kak Dwi Rukmanur. Kak Dwi, are you here with us? You may join the discussion, Kak, if you are available. Kak Dwi, are you here? Or perhaps Kak Dwi is not available at the moment. So let's
Why
just...
not about you, Wanda? Just answer number one.
Oh, okay. I forgot to answer. Have you ever, when I was still a university student, I used to be a committee for a debating competition, and that was my first time handling an event as one of the committee. My responsibility was to contact the participants, and also I was the LO of that competition. Yeah, it was really challenging, and especially because it was my first time to get involved in a campus event. And yeah, and I was also assigned to be an MC that time. I think that's all from me. And also now in Britzone, I think
You're right.
yeah. So what do you think? We are running an event in Britzone. What's your experience? How's your experience so far in your community?
Oh, I think that question must be asked to Kak Koko.
Okay, Kak Koko, what do you think? Because we've been running our Britzone meetings for like several months. Can you share your experience, maybe your impressions, like what you have learned so far and the strategies that you implement to make our meetings successful? Kak Koko, you're still muted. Kak Koko?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yep, Kak.
Okay, this is what happened with old school people, yeah. When we do online event or webinar and then we forget to click.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
Okay, so actually in this this year, I actually learned a lot from Britzone. One thing for sure I learned is how I can concentrate using English as my second language, of course, for the whole 1 hour or the whole one hour and 30 minutes. You have to speak in English. I think that kind of concentration for everyone for their second language is it's very hard to do. Like we have to really concentrate. I believe that every one of you are understand and agree with me. So actually before, I know that I can speak English, but what happened is just to talk the whole hours in English and try to convey a message, try to convey a message like in the presentation all in English. It's like a daunting experience. Like, oh my God, can I do it? Can I finish it? Can I talk full in English? I think this is what I learned in Britzone, like for the last 1 year, that we actually have to concentrate. We have to get used to it. Like, well, maybe we fluent in doing presentation in Bahasa because we do it all the time, but I think we rarely do presentation in English. So that's the reason why we're not really fluent. We're not being confident in speaking in English because we don't exercise. So I think by following Britzone for this past 1 year, so every week I was actually one day in a week, I was actually forced try to train myself and others together to concentrate and try to speak in English, just to try. Maybe the first time, the second time is very hard, but actually after you do it like several times, a lot of time, then you just get used to it. And I think that's what I learned. The second thing is actually during this pandemic, I actually never do a lot. I never done online meetings or events. So actually doing events like this, like webinar, is actually a very daunting task. It's like, oh my God, what I have to do. There are like what the team they have, what they have to do. Like how can we invite people? Because it's totally different back then when we have event, when you have invitation and then you just send it to people to their address or they just put it in on Instagram. But in here, you have to have the link, you have to have the password, the code, and then you have to make sure that everyone knows. So actually, there are someone who actually blessed that. And also there is someone who actually do the talking, which is MC, and then also the host, right? So actually, it's just totally different games. So that's what I learned actually. What do you think, Manda? How about you?
I second that, Ka. I completely agree with you. Learning a language is like a knife. If we don't sharpen it, we will completely forget everything. So what we have learned so far in school will mean nothing if we don't practice. And I agree with you that joining Bridgestone has really helped me improve my speaking skill, and I have become much more confident right now to speak English. Even though I graduated from English department, I rarely used English during my study, and it was such a shame because why didn't we use English? Because we studied English, but we didn't use it. So yeah, joining Bridgestone is really like a savior for me to improve my English. Yes. What about you, Beverly?
Oh my God, you are what really cool. On the same page, of course, because I think that when we've been involved in a health community, like how to that community improves our confidence in English, or even like to improves your ability, why not to join, right? And by joining this community, no doubt about how to practice English, just only one in a week, but you also can join like other classes on Wednesday and also Saturday. So I think that with the different kind of topics, range of topics, I do believe that everyone will learn something new words.
Yes, Beverly, that's a great idea. I totally agree with you, and also thank you guys for sharing. So let's continue because we still have some more questions. Okay, let's move on to the next question. What do you think the most challenging event to organize? Is it wedding, engagement party, and etc.? Let's start from Beverly.
Oh, I think that my experience is pretty lenient. Not as much as what Kakako has, because this only that relates to my work. For example, when launching our products, or even like to our dealers meetings. What else? Like customer days, because it's one of our annual projects. Mm, the most challenging one when we should invite our branches, because we have our branches in around in Indonesia. So not only in Jabodetabek or Jakarta, but also in like Papua, Sorong, Kalimantan, and others. So it's pretty hard to unite them to make sure that they will travel, and also to make sure about their accommodation.
Thank you, Kak Beverly. And I think I want to ask Kak Dwi. Kak Dwi, are you here? Are you available?
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, Kak Dwi. Okay, so Kak Dwi, we were talking about the challenging event to organize. So what do you think, Kak? Have you ever handled an event, and what is the most challenging one in your opinion?
All right. So this is based on the question, guys.
Yes.
Okay.
So actually, from this question, you have to you don't have to have experience, but if you think an event, like there are a lot of event in our life, like wedding, etc. In your mind, what do you think will be the most complicated one? Just by imagining it, which one do you think is the most complicated?
Okay.
You don't have
I
to have
think
experience, just imagining it.
okay. I think the most complicated event that it's hard for me to handle. I think it's wedding because it's big event and also it's formal, of course. Yeah. And also there are a lot of stuff that I have to prepare it. Yeah. And also I'm not married yet. And then I think that it's not for me. Yeah. If I can handle by myself, so I need if it's using EO, I think that's much expensive.
That's
So
better,
I
yeah.
really, yeah, yeah, it's better and also much expensive, of course. Of course, I need my family to handle it, not by myself. Okay, I think that.
Yes. I think I asked this question to some people. Their answer is the same. They said the most complicated one is wedding. But still, a lot of people want to have weddings.
It's so exhausting,
Okay,
right?
that's why people are doing a lot. Yes, it's very exhausting, especially when the bride and the groom's family wants different things. Okay, I want the uniform or the seragam is this color, and then this one I want another color. Okay, that's why we usually have different colors for bride's family and groom's family. That's one thing. And then you can see that a lot of people have 2 or 3 procession. Like if they come from different cultural background, then they want to have different kind of bride's cultural background. This one is from groom's cultural background. So that's what makes wedding is quite unique. I will not say complicated, but it's unique. But in Indonesia, because a lot of cultural background and differences, so actually we have to cater. We can do a lot of things with that. Like, okay, the reception. Okay, the reception, let's do it in this cultural background. But for the what do you call it? Uh, Before the wedding, what do you have it in the mosque? Akad nikah ya. Akad
Ijab
nikah.
kabul. Yeah.
Ijab kabul. Okay. Then in this cultural background, so there are a lot of you can do a lot of things to make everyone comes together. But yeah, I can admit that wedding is the most sophisticated event.
All right. Thank you, Kak
Thank you,
Koko.
Dwi.
And also Kak Dwi for sharing your thoughts. So the next question is, after the explanation, do you think you can handle an event by yourself? So imagine what kind of event do you want to plan or do you want to organize? Maybe from Kak Dwi.
Yeah, I think it's very hard when I decide that I can handle by myself. Is it by myself? So without team?
With your team, but
Of
you
course.
do it without event organizer.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it's very possible if we do an event by team. Actually, I'm a teacher in school, so yeah, I always do a lot of events, and then every semester we have a lot of events, and then we organize it, and then yeah, by a team, of course. And also, I had been chief of that event, yeah, somewhat in school, so we have to be ready if the principal chose us to be the leader of the event. So I think it could be, yeah, I think it could be possible if we handle even if we are in a team. Yeah, and we are used to be a leader in that team. Yeah, we can be, I think.
Yes, I totally agree with you. With teamwork, everything is easier. What do you think,
Yes.
Kak Bev?
Beth?
Oh, all right. Number 3, of course, if I had a great team to run an event, I'd love to run maybe like graduation events. Like how to decide rundown and also to invite the best MC. Make sure everything would be running well because graduation day is always a day someone has been waiting for. so,
Yeah.
so I think that it will be going great.
Yep. Thank you, Kak Bev, and also thank you, Kak Dwi and Kak Koko. Lastly, if you have a big budget for an event, what kind of event do you want to organize? Just imagine which celebrity or performers or guest stars that you want to invite to your event. Maybe from Kak Dwi. Imagine you are going to organize an event and you have a big budget. So which guest star or performers or celebrities do you want to invite?
So maybe I want to tell about one of our dream in my school is we want to have a big event like a competition, and then like it is national competition. Yeah, because it's so easy, guys, to to open the competition. We have permission from the government, something like that, and then we want to invite like the governor or maybe the president to come to our school. Yeah, that's one of our dreams.
President, is it Jokowi?
Yeah, of course. The governor of Jakarta. Yeah.
Very good imagination. Very good imagination. I know it's very hard to invite president.
Okay, is it? Yes, of course. Yeah, but the president is under Jakarta. We ever like send a letter, send a letter to the governor. Oh, the president is the most difficult.
Yeah, it must be really difficult. Did you send a letter, Kak, to invite the president?
No, just the governor.
Oh, the governor. So, did you get feedback or response from them?
Only the flowers.
Flowers. Wow, that's great.
Yeah, only the flowers from Pak Anies.
Oh, awesome. Okay, guys, I think we have come to the end of the discussion due to the limited time. Thank you so much for those of you who are in the main room, Kak Koko, Kak Bev, and also Kak Dwi for joining the discussion. So let me stop the share screen, and I want to greet our participants again who just got back to the main room. Hello, guys. How was the discussion? Hello, Kak Toby, Kak Marco, Kak Dimitrio, Yasrin. How was the discussion?
It was very informative. It's very fun.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
fun. It's pretty fun.
We haven't answered the 4th question.
Wow, I'm so happy that you guys enjoyed the discussion. So yeah, welcome back Kak Reza, Kak Raka, Kak Sistia, Kak Asi, Kak Samuel. Welcome back. while waiting for the others, maybe I want to ask one of you guys about the discussion. So maybe Karaka, how was the discussion in the breakout room? Can you tell us a little bit? Hello, Karaka, are you here?
Oh, yes, I am here. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe you can tell a little bit about the discussion. How do you feel?
Oh, I came late because there's a problem with my mic, but yeah, the one that I've got is it's an interesting discussion. Yeah, discussion. Everyone gave their opinions, and it's very interesting to take a look. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Ka. And hello, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the main room. I hope you guys enjoy the discussion. And also for the next session, we will have a representative session. So after the discussion you have had with your facilitators, each group will have one representative to present the conclusion or the summary of the discussion. Let's start from, I may not be able to choose all the groups. I apologize due to the limited time. So firstly, I will choose Kak Sistia's group. Fasil, Kak Sistia, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello, Kak. Have you chosen your representative? How was the discussion?
Yeah, we have chosen our representative. So our teammates are, let me check first, Nugroho, Reza, Sere, Kim, and Stella. And we have a great discussions on the breakout rooms because we have a varied experience. And for today, the representative is Stella. Hi, Stella.
Hello, Miss.
Okay. So how, Amanda? Should we sum up all of the questions or?
Yeah, you may sum up the questions or just from Kak Stella's perspective. It's okay.
Okay, go ahead, Stella.
Well, from what I saw, a lot of people have planned an event before. Like I personally have planned an event for orientation for my school, but that itself has, I did it with a team and so did the others. A person had also done a speech competition, and I think that's pretty cool because I'm gonna have to sort of organize for a speech competition too later on. And I'm sorry, what was the first question again?
Have you handled an event by yourself? Tell us your experience.
Yes. Well, like I said before, I personally have done an orientation, and I did that with my team, which is the student council, which has 4 people. But for the orientation, we had also had help with the entire batch, which was 14 people, and also the help of our teachers. It was a fun experience, and it gave us a time to bond with each other. For the most challenging event, a lot of people have said wedding because it requires a lot of categories or personalized things from the couple, and they can be very sensitive to it. And people say that they can handle the event themselves, but if it's large event, they still need to require a team to make it easier, of course. And then if you have a big budget, some people had said that they wanted to make a concert and I personally agree that it seems fun. And I've also said that creating something like a farewell party seems also a fun choice. Which celebrity or performer do you want to invite? I think a comedian will be fun, and also maybe bands or singers to lighten up the mood. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Stella. That was awesome. Thank you for sharing your ideas. And also thank you from Kak Sistia's group. And from the next group, I will call Kak Alfie. Kak Alfie, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Kak Alfie, go ahead.
Okay, well, guys, actually, my member here is very special because they are so young. They're still 15 years old and in 10th grade. They're so cute. And I will call, actually, I want to invite two people here, Fabian and also Samuel, but here I just find Samuel. Samuel, are you still here?
Yes, miss.
Okay, Samuel, you can explain the question number 4, like what we have discussed just now. Okay.
If I have a big budget, I wanna the event I wanna organize is an opening party to my. If I start a business, I wanna. Sorry, I'm not that good at explaining this.
That's okay. That's okay. Samuel, you want to do party like what you said just now. So what kind of party that you want to do?
An opening party for my business if I have one. If I make a business, I wanna do an opening party for my business.
Okay, grand opening for his business. What kind of business, Samuel?
Like something like a basketball association.
Basketball association, guys. Okay, so which celebrity or performer do you want to invite, Samuel?
Invite my current favorite basketball player. His name is Stephen Curry.
Oh, Steven. Steven is your favorite basketball player, Samuel?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. That's all, Kak Amanda. Thank you, Samuel, for your explanation.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you, Samuel, for sharing your plan, and also thank you for Kak Alfi's group. Okay, for the next group, I will call Kak Novia. Kak Novia, are you here?
Yes, Kak.
Okay, so have you chosen your representative?
Actually, we have not because we run out of time, but maybe I will choose Kak Damian, who wants to share the story. Kak Damian?
So from our discussion, most of us hasn't handled an event by ourselves, and most of us think that weddings is the hardest one to organize. If I could handle an event myself, I would choose a birthday party, and with the unlimited budget, I would host the party in a theme park like Disneyland, specifically the Disney Sea one in Tokyo, Japan.
Okay. Is that all, Samuel? Sorry, Damian? Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Damian, for telling your thoughts and your ideas about these topics. And also thank you, Kak Novi, for leading the discussion. Thank you so much to our amazing facilitators and all the awesome participants who have joined today's class. Unfortunately, due to the limited time, I cannot call all the representatives. I apologize for that. Thank you so much, guys, for joining our class. But before that, maybe Kak Koko has something to say before we end our class today. So Kak Koko, go ahead with your closing statement.
Thank you, Amanda. Sorry, guys, I'm smiling because I'm reading some WhatsApp messages. I actually being really excited with today's class because until now we have almost like 50, 51, 55 guests until the last meetings. Thank you so much for all of you who's joining this class and supporting Britzone. And I want you, if it's your first time, I want you to come again next time. We have Wednesday and Saturday if you want alternative. And I hope you enjoyed today's class and topics. So from me, for the closing statement, so, well, I know that we're talking today about our life event, our personal event. We cannot say no. We cannot say that it's somebody else's duty if it comes to our personal life. sometimes you have to handle it yourself. But anything happen, life is actually event after event after event. So it's no use for you to be stressful if you handle an event. The most important thing is if you want to have an event, it's if it's you have coming up weddings, if you have coming up akika, if you have coming up engagement party, one message just for you is try to enjoy your event because it's part of your life, because 10 years or 20 years from now you want to remember this day. It only happens once, that this is the best day or the best event in my life. Okay, just that's my closing statement. I hope you enjoy today's class. Back to Amanda.
Kak Koko, I really appreciate your amazing sharing today. Thank you so much for your time and your participation, everyone. And I hope you guys enjoy and gain something from our class today. See you guys in our next class. And don't forget to join tomorrow's class, Wednesday class. It's going to be awesome. So see you guys. Take care and have a great night. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
sir.
Bye-bye. Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
everyone.
guys.
Thank you for
Tomorrow, okay?
thank you for joining
Okay,
us.
okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye,
I'll
Kak Koko.
Everyone.
Thank you, guys.
tomorrow. Bye bye now.
Bye, Denny. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Good job Tuesday. Bye.
Bye, Kak Fani. Bye.
Wednesday.
Bye, Kak Mulyani, Kak Rindi. Thank you, guys, for joining us. Thank you, Farel. Thank you, Ezra. Thank you, Kak Dwi. Okay.
See you in
Jadi,
another
mungkin
ya.
boleh tolong masih ada Ezra. Please turn off the
YouTube.